the threads of chaos and despair. The Almighty has spoken. He calls his chosen. Those who bear his divine might. His saviors.
We live in the book of the Acts. I carry my cross on my back. My home is so stuck in the trap. Going hard, ain't no time to relax. Keeping my mind on the throne. Applying the stuff I've been shown. Been patient through all of my woes. Been patient through all of my woes. And I'm out here painting this picture. It came from the scriptures. I'm changing my mind now. And I've been examples. I've seen some examples. So I think it's just about time now to break the old habits and clean off the addicts. And yes, we are changing our life now. And when life gives us lemons, we turn it to vengeance. The strong in the Lord and his might now.
All the tribulations, I just cannot stay the same. All the wisdom I've been given has been helping with the pain. And the people that I love, they think that I've gone insane. When it gets pretty and looking really fit, they pull up and smart they face, yeah. It's a love in my veins, yeah. I cannot stand the company, yeah. Put it easy to the change, yeah. Put it easy to the change, yeah. I'm a moment on the plane, yeah. I'm still in the switch in my hands, yeah. Put it on my chain, ay, just winning no way, man. Straight true to religion, it's only a few to stay true and some tripping. Danger if you got no clue when you slipping. It's time to renew and stop foolishly sinning. Cause we the ones set apart from the beginning. All that is filled with the thing that's forbidden. Walking in life and not moving with no vision. I'm moving like bells to my mind, steady swimming.
Check. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey. Yeah. We back. Okay, IT in the spirit right now. Hey, listen. We back with a new episode of the Final Trumpet Radio Show. I'm your host, Captain Kalaya. To my right.
Officer Aton.
To my far right.
Officer Yuanathan Yasharala.
To my left. My far left. His mic is low.
Officer Marshall.
And my far left.
Sakaz DL.
And our reader today.
Officer Yehoshua.
All right, all praises to the Most High. Hey, let's give ourselves a round of applause real quick. Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
I did that. You know what I'm saying?
They was only on time on the first one. Because you had to show them the time and the
Right.
That's you see what I'm saying? That's exactly. Hey, exactly. Huh? Say what now? When it's time to do that thing, we do what? We put it all the way in the car. You know what I'm saying? Get in the car. But hey, look, we got a nice episode that we're going to strive in the spirit of Christ to bring out today. Of course, you know the nation is in sin. Hey, the nations are against us, but we got to bring it out to show you exactly what's going on in this world today so that it hopes that you repent and get your mind right, man. So, sadly, something that's not new, and, you know, we already know how it's going to go down. You know what I'm saying? There's been another school shooting. I'm sure that some of our other radio show brothers and shows have brought it out. But look, we got to bring it out, too. You know what I'm saying? From the perspective of TFT. So everybody got to get their punches in. We all going to get the punches in. You feel me?
Right.
So, yeah, there was a school shooting. But when they put the article out, if you wasn't a reader or an advocate person that does research, or even a person with the thought to even say, let me research this. Black people don't be doing no school shootings.
No.
Right.
You would think that there was a black teenager that shot up a school.
Right.
Hey, let's pull up the first article. First, pull up the article and put the brother's picture up real quick.
And that junk crazy all week. That mother showing the back of his head.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey,
all week they showing the back of this dude's head.
Hey, real quick, let's zoom out, right? Zoom out. If we're zoomed in, let's zoom out and then stroll up.
Hey, before the back of his head, it was showing a black face.
Right. So now, look, if you've seen this article, which I know many have, you would have thought that you see the picture. Now stroll to the top and let's look at the name let's read the top of the article.
This is the Newsbreak article. Appalachia gunman Colt Gray fled class before rampage and was blocked from returning to the room by student who spotted gun.
Now, when you stop right there, if you stop reading right there, the first thing as you're reading, you're gonna stroll down to look for what?
A picture.
Right. Now, when you stroll down, you look at the picture. You're gonna think that that's Colt.
Right.
Black people don't name their kids Colt.
No.
I don't know no black Colts, bro.
No.
But when you read the article and you stroll down, the first thing that you're going to identify, or the person that you're going to identify as the gunman, is the person in the picture.
Right.
He's the criminal, right?
Right.
This is actually a victim.
Yep.
This young man is actually a victim. But our oppressors, who've always dealt crafty with us, make sure you get that. They've always dealt crafty with us. They knew exactly what they were doing when they put this young man's photo on in the article. They put his face up there with the title, Appalachian gunman Colt Gray fled class before rampage and blocked from returning to the room by a student who spotted the gun.
Did they even is the Edomite picture even in that article?
No, it's not in that article.
So
Nowhere
it ain't in that one.
Hey, when this article came out, they had not yet exposed any photos of him online at all when this article came out. It took them 3 to 4 days to put up a picture of the actual gunman.
Yeah, all they showed, even in court, the camera only showed the back of his head.
Can we show the actual gunman, please? The damn devil the Bible speak of. Hey, pull up a picture of Cesar Borgia.
Yeah.
Side by side.
Put them side by side if you can. Like, this is crazy. But why they do that? Let's read this scripture right here.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
This is where we must consider. Read it again.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
It says, thine enemies, the enemies of God, who are the enemies of God's chosen people, have made a tumult. Come on.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
That tumult is a angry, loud gathering. This is them in their little, what you call them, little think tanks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They understand over time and over the times that have passed, how to manipulate the minds of the people.
Right.
Simply by, we're gonna tell the truth about the school shooting. There was a gunman at the school, but we're gonna make sure we put this black kid. He was a part of the shooting. I mean, he died, but he was a part of this actual event. We're gonna use his picture as the forefront of the page.
Right.
That's crafty counsel, man.
Yeah.
Ain't no cap. They fooled a couple of people with that.
Oh yeah.
Because I was talking to a brother on the phone the other day, and it's like, oh, a black dude shot him. I was like, ain't no black man shot up no damn school.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Never heard that.
So we had to look into it. I was like, nah, that was a Edomite.
Bro,
It was a Edomite.
they fooled brothers in the truth.
Right,
Yeah.
it did.
Because when brother posted the picture, I was like, damn, man, there's a little kid shot the school up. Hey, everybody immediately went to researching right then. Like, hold on,
no way.
Right.
Our
No
kids
way.
don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
way.
Hey,
No
they
way,
might
boy.
take a
Ain't
gun.
no way.
They might take a gun to school and get caught with the gun.
Yeah.
Right.
Get suspended for the rest of the year. But we don't shoot school. We don't shoot schools up. You
No,
have
yeah.
never heard that
No.
ever, and don't start it either.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But hey,
Even when
that
we
picture,
get
right.
shot and killed,
Uh-huh.
they still want to make us look evil.
right.
Right.
You know, that's how
That's
wicked they is.
crazy.
Yeah, that's what they do. Hey, read that again.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and have consulted against thy hidden ones.
We're the hidden ones. We are the hidden one. We have been hidden from our nationality. We've been hidden from our culture. We've been hidden from our God.
Right.
To the point that we think this damn gunman, he's God. Hey, slide both of them over. Hey, put both of them on the screen.
That's accurate. That's like
Put both of them on the screen.
teenage version.
Hey, this is the teenage version of Cesar Borgia.
Sick.
You see this? Look at this, man.
You see a little mustache growing in too, like
All of that.
About to get it.
Hey, in 3 years, this
That's
is
how
gonna
he gonna look.
He's gonna look just like his uncle, Cesar Borgia. He's gonna look just like his uncle. Leave this on the screen and read that again, bro.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
Come on.
and have consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have consulted against the hidden ones of God. We are the hidden ones. Come on.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
That's what they've done. We're no longer a nation. We're completely divided. Or you can take the devil off the screen right now. We're completely divided. Come on.
that the name of Israel,
That the name of what?
Israel, may be no more in remembrance.
So they take a little Israelite boy who don't know he Israel because he's been cut off, slap his picture on the title of a Appalachian gunman.
Right.
Bro, and he's a victim.
He's a
Right.
victim.
But, come
He's
on,
a victim, bro.
The family already suffering enough.
Right.
Now,
Right, so
now
you
they got their child face up
Yeah.
there
And that-
as if he's the killer.
And normally, whenever there's a murder or something like that, they don't put the victim's
Right.
face out.
Right.
You don't put the
Right.
victims out there. You'll put the person that did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're in suspect or whatever.
Can I get a verse on that? wickedness. Give me Psalms 50 and 19.
That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't see that article right there. That's crazy.
Read that.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 50 and verse 19. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit.
That's what they doing. They framing deceit to try to portray that they're our people are wicked and not their wicked ass kids, because their kids are the ones running around murdering everybody, shooting up the school.
Right, just like we had to bring out a few weeks ago with the what's the little kid in Georgia? What was his name?
Noah Bush.
You know it with Noah Bush.
Yeah.
The same damn thing. Go ahead. I was like, cut you off. Go ahead.
Hey, read the next part.
Verse 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thy own mother's son.
That's why we can't really deal with them. That's why they ain't our family. Because they're constantly lying on our people. They constantly portraying us the evil. We're not God's chosen people. We're not the children of God. We're not the real Jews. All they do is frame lies day after day after day about our people. They want to make us to seem like we're the wicked, we're the evil, all crimes committed in the black communities, we the killers, when they the number one killers on this earth.
Can y'all post that article that I posted in the showrun, the most recent one? Because you're right, they're the main killers, and those are the ones. Whenever you hear of a school shooting, let's see who's the common culprits of these things. I just want the title real quick.
This is the Detroit Free Press. What do most of America's mass shootings have in common? White male culprits.
It's a bomb.
Damn,
Right
damn,
there.
Give it that bomb.
That's what it is. That's what it is, man. You can take that down.
Anytime you hear it, you know it's them.
Right. Yep.
That's the bottom line, man.
You know it's
don't
them.
call talking about it was a black dude this time. Never that, bro.
Right. And what makes this even worse, go to the next article. His father is involved in this shooting. His father is actually an accomplice of this damn shooting. Hey, put them on the screen together. The father and the son.
Pops like Brett Favre.
He do look like Brett Favre, though.
He do.
You know Brett Favre steal from the poor. So
Yeah, he do. Yeah, same mindset. Unbelievable.
All right, so this right here is the father of Colt Gray. Now, let's go to the article.
I ain't gonna lie, he just look like he a straight up racist.
Yeah, of course. It's their nature. They can't change that. Pull it up. Let's read that.
Georgia school shooter Colt Gray was bullied for being gay.
He was bullied for what?
Being gay.
But they are gay. All of them.
Right.
They are gay. Read on.
Father says it was difficult for him.
So because it was difficult for him, that means take this gun, son, and go kill everybody
That was
that
picking
has
on
offended you because of your gayism.
Right.
That's a word. I just made it
You
up.
just made that up.
Come on, read on.
Scroll down some. Colin Gray, the father of the Georgia school shooter, accused 14-year-old Colt, said his son was bullied by classmates and called names. In an interview to detectives last year, Colin Gray, who gifted the gun to Colt on Christmas, said it was very difficult for him to go to school and not get picked on.
So the gun was for him to take to school when he got picked on?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Right. That's exactly what it was.
That's what it was. Read on.
But why were the father-son duo interviewed by investigators last year? The sheriff received a tip from the FBI last year that Gray had possible threatened to shoot up a middle school.
You see this?
That's it right there.
You see this?
That's it right there.
They the devil the Bible speak of, man. So
he made a threat a year ago.
a year ago, they knew this little kid was gonna
Was
shoot
finna
the
shoot
school.
up school up a year ago.
A year ago.
So whenever that stuff get reported, right, and somebody get ready to shoot up the school, the person, everybody got to go home, and everybody they go and interview and do all this stuff, and then whoever made the threat, they are supposed to be separated from school.
Right.
They ain't supposed to be able to go back to the school. To alternative school or whatever different school they get sent to, because they not finna put everybody else at risk. So this little dude puts this little Edomite and his daddy. He buys him a gift, knowing this dude is he done told his pops he finna shoot people.
Right. Of course.
So the pops go and buy him a gift, and then they get interviewed, and the police still allow this man to go right around everybody else's child.
What's even worse, Pops told he not only probably told his dad he wanted to shoot the school up or shoot someone who was at the school. His pops agreed
Yeah.
that he should
go ahead and
shoot.
shoot him.
Yeah, you should
Took
do
him to
that.
the gun range.
Took him to the gun range.
Like you said, that last article, he shot a black kid.
Right.
You don't think he told his pops, I want to shoot a black dude?
And he shot a Hispanic.
That's how he
Hispanic
I was
boy
about to
too.
get to that. Yeah.
He going there, pops, I want to kill this black person and this Hispanic person. Oh, yeah, son, I'm going to go buy you a gun.
He didn't say
What the
black
heck he did?
person and Hispanic person.
He
He
said
said
nigga.
niggas.
He said
Right.
nigga.
You
Kill
right.
them niggas.
Hey, you know, they interviewed him and then said, you know what? You can keep the gun.
Right.
That's
Oh,
what's
for real?
crazy.
Right.
He used it.
Right.
FBI don't just get involved with no small cases.
No.
So how do they get off? How did the FBI get off and they knew that?
He was a white and gay.
Crafty counsel.
That's what he
They
had
on the
going
same
for him.
team. They all work together.
Exactly.
They had compassion for him.
Let me get Ezekiel chapter 35.
Man, that's cold-blooded.
Ezekiel chapter 35. Because all of this evil that they've done, it's not going to stop.
Nah.
No.
This is going to continue until Christ come back. It's going to continue until the blatant oppression starts, where our people really got to realize, like, damn, we catching hell right now. Like Bishop brought out yesterday, we're gonna have to do a nationwide fast.
Right.
It's gonna get so bad. This is easy right here. You know what I'm saying? To see that these people are the damn devil the Bible speak of. We must come together like the Bible said and do what God has commanded us to do. Because only unity and only the love of the brethren is going to protect us in these times to come. Read what you got. Let's start at verse 1.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, and verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir.
That's you so-called, that's you Caucasians.
Right.
Mount Seir, that's you Caucasians, Edom, Esau, the so-called white man. Come on.
And prophesy against
We
it.
got to prophesy. That's why we got to bring this stuff out, bro.
Right.
We have to show. I know you probably like, they got another episode talking about Esau. Every damn episode is going to be talking about these damn devils.
Right.
The Lord told us to prophesy against Mount Seir, Esau, Edom. Come on.
And say unto it,
Say what unto him?
Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee.
The Lord is against Esau. He's against Edom. So even though our people fall for the nice little Cesar Borgia look, they will actually fall for Cope Gray. If he put on a damn toga outfit and was standing on the damn corner and saying, "Come and let me pray for you," they would go to him and think they're getting blessed with prayer.
I mean, grown folks fell for it.
Exactly.
Right. He went up there in the Charleston church and shot.
Yeah,
The same thing.
Same damn thing.
You know, this verse you just read, Christians read right by that.
Oh yeah,
Because he said, the Lord is against thee. It ain't the Israelites against you. It's the Lord is against you.
right.
Yeah, and they said God loves everybody. That's just crazy.
They don't.
Right.
That just proves, like you said, that they don't read. Read that again.
And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord
He
God.
said, and say unto it. Come on.
Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee.
The Lord is against Mount Seir. The question is, who is Mount Seir? Mount Seir is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Come on.
And I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
God said he's going to make these people most desolate. Edom is going to be you're going to be most destroyed.
Right.
Come on.
I will lay thy cities waste.
All the cities that you've built up and the cities that you've oppressed our people in, all the earth that you went through and colonized and took from our people, the Lord said he's going to do what?
And I will lay thy cities waste.
The Lord said he's going to lay them waste. Come on.
And thou shalt be desolate. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord.
You're going to know that he is the God of Israel in that day. Read on.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
This is the point.
And
Esau, Edom has a perpetual hatred towards Israel.
Right.
Blacks, Hispanics, they have there's no change in them. Our people think you can charm them and that you can be friends with them. You can be like maybe one day we are all gonna get along in the same environment. It's never gonna happen.
No.
They're gonna hit you with that same smile, roll their lips up like that. Hey, how you doing?
It's that corporate America smile. They don't want to wave at you. They don't want to speak to you.
We think we love them enough, they're gonna love us back.
That's how we feel.
Right.
Well, that's how our people feel. Hopefully, nobody in here feels like that.
Right.
Hopefully, none of you good brothers and sisters at home watching feel like that. But that's how the vast majority of our people feel. That if I hug him hard enough, he'll feel the real love within me, and they'll start to care. They will love us back.
Right. So with Botham John, when he got killed, and his parents and his brother and his mother went in there and stroked the hair of the white woman, did that change anything?
They ain't changed a damn thing.
It didn't at all. Were you finished with that?
We got to read now. Read it again.
Go ahead.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
God says, because Esau, Edom, Mount Seir has a perpetual hatred.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel.
They shed the blood of who?
The children of Israel.
Pause right here. I want you to put on the screen these the victims of the shooting. Yeah. Put the victims up real quick. Read that now. Only one of them is Jake. Now I don't know. I don't know the one on the right.
Yeah, he
the
knows
one on the
the
right.
King.
So he's Jake too. Okay. So read that again.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and has shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Because these two right here are teachers, right?
Yeah.
So those two are teachers. Those are his companions. Right. That's his people. That's people of his own flesh. Right. They probably were innocent bystanders.
They was protecting the students.
Right.
So he was trying to protect some of the students.
Esau don't give a damn. They gonna kill their own. They gonna kill their own. Collateral damage because he wanted them two right there.
Yeah.
He wanted them two right there. I mean, maybe he didn't want them two, but these are the two that he got. So I'm going to say he wanted them too. Right. Mm-hmm. He wanted Jake. Read that again.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel.
They have continuously shed the blood of the children of Israel from the time we got off the damn slave ships here in America. And before that. But we have been catching hell. Right. Read on.
By the force of the sword.
The sword today, they ain't running around thrusting you through with no damn sword. The sword today is that 9mm or that damn assault rifle that he took to his school that his daddy bought him. That's the sword that the Christians gave him. That is the sword, that assault rifle that he went in there and shot these brothers and sisters down with. Come on.
In the time of their calamity.
In the time of their calamity.
In the time that their iniquity had an end.
So this is talking about when our iniquity had an end. They still was oppressing us and doing much evil against us. And they're still doing it to this day. But that judgment is coming. The Lord is going to make you most desolate. You hear what I'm saying? Go ahead, Kaz. I see you were brewing over there.
I think Officer Marshall has
Go ahead, Marshall.
Most desolate. Let's get that in 2 Thessalonians.
Bring it up.
2 Thessalonians 1 and verse 6. Because a lot of our people, when we see these type of atrocities happening to our people, we always trying to find a way to justify the white man and forgive the white man, make the white man feel comfortable in him destroying us.
Right.
But this is why God's judgment got to be what it is upon them. Read.
The book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 1 and verse 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing.
God says this thing is a righteous thing. Read.
Seeing it is a righteous thing with God to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
So the same way tribulation falls upon our people, God is going to recompense our tribulation with their tribulation. That's why the Esau has to be made most desolate. Read on. Right.
And to you who are troubled, rest with us.
So who is being troubled in these last days? When our iniquity had an end, we still getting afflicted by the hand of the white man and everybody who's in hand to hand with him, that joining with him in this crafty counsel. Read on.
When the Lord Jesus shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels.
With his mighty angels. So we're protected. We are princes with power with God. And God is going to send angels to protect us, but also in the hand of those angels is going to come destruction upon all that have troubled us.
Right.
I just wanted to catch the lob that Cap threw up. Speaking on the perpetual hatred and that Esau been doing this to us for eons. Give me Genesis chapter 27, verse 41. Just in case you was confused about who Esau is, that spirit is alive and well in these demons today.
Hey, I'm glad you switched that up like that.
Yeah, I had to switch it up.
I heard it.
You see what I'm saying? Get that.
The book of Genesis, chapter 27 and verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob.
Esau hated Jacob. That perpetual hatred, we still see the effects of that today, Reed.
Because of the blessings wherewith the father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart.
He said in his mind, just like that little boy Colt, when he went on my mic is cutting in and out and it sound like this, but just like he went home and told his dad, I'm going to kill these niggas at school.
Yep.
Esau said in his heart, Reed.
The days of mourning for my father are at hand.
He said, the opportunity's coming. Reed.
Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
Kill them niggas at school. That same spirit is in them today. That's why when you look at the list of those mass shooters, it's hard to find. Like Officer Aton brought out, it's always the list of the shootings, but not the shooters.
Right.
The shooters all are Edomites.
Every last one of them.
Every last one. You might have an occasional Moabite thrown up in there, like the dude in Virginia Tech. Yeah, every now and then you have a Moabite in there, but Esau be the ones that's doing this.
Right. Yeah, I said, read on down.
Keep reading.
And these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah. And she sent and called Jacob, her younger son, and said unto him, Behold, thy brother Esau, as touching thee, doth comfort himself, purposing to kill thee.
Purposing to kill.
He took comfort. He took comfort in that.
Right.
You know what I mean? He did this. He said, you know what, it's cool. I'm going to kill that nigga.
Right. That's what he said.
I'm going to kill him.
That's been his spirit since then. That's his spirit now. Go ahead.
Spirit now.
Now, therefore, my son, obey my voice and arise. Flee thou to Laban, my brother, to Haran.
And even it is that when you read in Psalms 64, we asking the Lord to protect us. We gotta flee from this man.
Right.
You know, it's a shame that teachers have to protect their students and lose their life because of Esau and his wickedness that he plans, that he sets privily with his father.
And the thing is, you're gonna have some of these people. Was you done with that house?
Yeah, I'm good.
So they're gonna have some of our people talking about, let's pray for them.
Right.
Let's give them big hugs and stuff
Boy,
like
ain't
that.
no way, boy.
When he got the gun as a Christmas gift.
Exactly.
Ain't that what all the people in Christian church celebrate?
Right.
So they all celebrating all these Edomites getting guns to slaughter our people and everything else, and then they're gonna turn around and want to give them the biggest hug, not understanding the Bible. So let's go to Wisdom of Solomon 18:7. Because ain't no way in the world you think you're going to get the kingdom of heaven and then the same people that's slaying us going to get there too. That don't make no sense. So as a people, we got to accept this. Let's read that.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18 and verse 7. So of thy people.
Of thy people, of the Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, go ahead.
Was accepted both the salvation of the righteous.
Everybody accepts that. That's what we all talk about. You know, hey, we going to get the kingdom of heaven. But let's see the other part we got to accept.
And the destruction of the enemies.
How in the world you think you going to get in the kingdom if you don't accept the destruction of these people that's slaughtering us every day?
Right.
Ain't nowhere in the world you going to get there. You can't hug them enough.
But they love them, man.
That don't make no sense, man. That's terrible.
You know, we have youth violence resolution seminars. He said, let's go get my son an AR.
Yeah.
Right.
For Christmas.
Right.
For Christmas.
Dang. That's crazy, man.
Hey, let's get to Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 12 real quick. Ezekiel 25, verse 12. Edom got to get it. This is your day today. Every day is your day. I'm sorry. Every day is the day, a day to bust Esau across the head. Tell the truth. These damn lying demons, man. Ezekiel 25 and verse 12.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 25 and verse 12. Thus saith the Lord God, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah.
Against who?
The house of Judah.
That's Jake. That's you blacks. That's you blacks here in America, scattered all across the damn globe. Come on.
By taking vengeance, and have greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them.
That's what he went home and did. He said, Dad, I want revenge.
Yeah.
I want revenge, Dad. They called me. They said that I look weird. And they said that my hair is stringy.
It's too orange.
They was talking about his gait, his walk.
They called me. They're picking on me because I'm gay, Dad. I want to kill a nigger. That's what he said.
That's what he said.
I want to kill a nigger. Then Dad said, you know what? You might be right, son.
He was living vicariously through his son.
Let's tap into that spirit from the blessing that we got from our forefathers many, many years ago.
He looked at his son and said, "What you gonna do?"
Dang, bro. That's crazy.
And went and bought him a gun, man. But this is why, sisters and brothers, we gotta homeschool.
Yeah.
Bro, we gotta homeschool. I homeschooled, you know what I'm saying, and they stayed in homeschool the entire time. When I look at some of these other kids, I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, I got a client right now. She probably gonna watch this show. She be watching them. I'm gonna talk about her. I'm gonna talk about you. She got a son. Nice little dude. You know what I'm saying? He comes to the gym. He cut up sometime. I gotta tell him, man, sit your ass down for you, you know, because ain't supposed to be no kids on the floor. But he bad. He's still gonna get on the floor. But she cut the daddy off. Like, cut him off. She wanna raise him. He on the titty. He's just spoiled, bro. Like, he the type of kid you go in the grocery store and he don't get that thing. He going crazy all over the floor. He that type of kid.
Oh,
so she just put him in school. He been in school about a month now. And like, he like 4 years old. What they call that?
Pre-K.
Preschool.
So
yeah,
he like
preschool.
4. So the very first day she took. Now he's spoiled. He's always been on mama, around mama, and girls. It's bad. She took him to the school. Man, she got back to the gym for a session. She wasn't in the session 10 minutes. They put her on the phone.
And he in there going crazy.
He in there screaming at the top of his lungs, like somebody.
The hell is this?
Somebody that spoke. I said, look, he done. If you don't put a man in his life, you know what I'm saying, it's over with for you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have these problems until you have these problems forever. But that's the same type of young man. He might not do what Coke did, run up in a school and shoot the teachers and kids, but he's gonna be emotional as hell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna always have a problem with authority.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He will never be able to understand how a man has to deal with him or talks to him because
you ain't my mama.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You ain't my mama.
Damn.
Little mama's boy. But it's important for us to raise our kids and to teach them. I'm homeschooled. That's one of the best things that has happened, especially since COVID or whatnot. Being able to raise your kids in the comfort of your own home so that you can teach them and guide them and prevent them from sitting in a classroom where this kind of garbage happens.
Right. Just what you saying that, Cap, though, it made me think. When our children have emotional issues or disconnects, we end up hurting people who look like us.
Right.
When their children have emotional issues, they end up killing people who look like us.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, we're always falling on the terrible end of the sword.
Everything is against us.
You gotta ask yourself, do they have emotional issues, or this is how they solve their problems?
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Because he said, let me go get you a gun.
Right.
Let me get you some ammunition.
Yep.
Let me take you to the gun range and train you.
Right.
And when the problem came, he went and solved his problem. So it wasn't emotional issues. That's how they handle situations.
That's the part of the reason why I said it that way, because when we read this article, they're telling us about, well, he's been picked at, bullied. You know what I'm saying? But when our children are shot down by somebody who looks like that, well, he was a gangster. He had this going on.
Exactly.
He comes from a broken home, this, that, and the third. Well, there's another article that shows how his family was going through financial issues, and they almost got put out of the house. So they try to justify his actions.
Yeah.
Right.
So if we're in the same condition, because of that condition, you are a menace to society.
You know what Esau also try to do? They'll try to make you empathize with them from their childhood.
Yeah.
They'll say this child suffered, what's it called when they got fetal alcohol syndrome?
Yeah.
Oh, they was drinking when they was pregnant with the baby.
Right.
So the baby was born with mental dysfunctions. So they try to have you empathize with stuff that they couldn't control.
Right.
They'll
So when they
create
put
a
crack
new,
in, my bad.
they'll create
Right.
a new,
Right.
they'll create a new
Like
medical
that,
term.
crack
for
babies.
it.
Exactly what it is.
Right.
Like you said, they flip it and make you empathize with them, but then with us, they make you be like, "Damn, they some niggas."
Yeah,
That's how they want you to see it. So they
He's a
flip
thug.
the wording and everything like that. Like, man, with that first article, like I said, that one ain't see, but that joint that's crazy.
That's
man,
Esau.
Look,
how they
when we
do
was
that.
bad children, we got whippings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's a bad little kid.
Right.
When white kids is bad, he's got ADHD. He needs some
Exactly.
medication.
Right.
And you know that's something that they pushing heavy on our kids too.
Right.
That ADHD. They've been pushing that for a long time, and I actually think I was thinking on this the other day. I was like, you know what? It's amazing how fast the rise in what's it called?
The special needs.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
autism.
Autism.
Yes,
That's what I was
yes.
looking for. It's amazing how the rise in autism has spiked over the last few years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? Because a few weeks ago we read the article about organ harvesting.
Right.
They're doing things to us at these hospitals. So I'm thinking like when the woman births the child, they take the child after the mother comforts it or whatever, and then they go and put put the child in this little
Incubator.
incubator. What are they doing before that child hits the incubator? Are they hitting them with a needle?
No,
or,
some of them do get
saying?
right. You know what I'm saying? Some of them they get their little vaccinations and stuff like a few days later. But that also falls on our parents, like on the mothers too, with the breastfeeding, because that infant meal or milk and all of that stuff that also causes, you know what I'm saying, Down syndrome to come later on. That's why at 1 and 2 the kids seem fine, and then by the time they 4. Now they got a disability because you wasn't sitting up here breastfeeding them.
Uneducated.
Yeah.
You weren't educated on how to become mothers.
So it's you know what I mean, a lot of our people don't know that stuff, but they don't do the research. That's why we got to show and put it out.
Yeah, we got to put it out there, man. So, Colt and father and Colt, I hope you get 1 million years in prison and that you never see the daylight on this side again.
Yeah.
That's what I hope. All right?
And just in case they do get some reprieve, just know we're going to have your ass in the kingdom, though. Right. Just understand. Just in case.
Look, you have our people talking about, no, he's just a kid. Yeah. He's just a kid.
He ain't no
but an AK. Ridiculous. Look, God ain't care nothing about that. Let's go to Isaiah 14.
Bring it out.
Isaiah 14.
Hey, let's get it.
Look, God don't credit they kids. Let's read that. 21.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
For who?
For his children.
For they kids. So if you sitting up here upset, oh man, he's just 14 years old. God said he gonna kill their kids too. Go ahead.
For the iniquity of their father.
For the sins of their father. His father bought him a gun. For him to go and shoot up the schools, he gonna kill his daddy and his kid. Go ahead.
For him to go kill niggers.
Right.
That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Go ahead.
For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts.
So God gonna rise up against them. So like, look, they gonna get their judgment like everybody been bringing out. They gonna get their judgment, and he gonna kill your kids too, Esau. Your kids got to go too.
All praise to the Most High for that thing right there. You see what I did? I had my own button.
Get comfortable with that thing.
Hey, so let's go to the next one. So right here, right?
Unbelievable.
The sister that's talking, you know what I mean? That's
she probably from Nigeria. So that's that Igbo.
That's that Igbo with her. You know what I'm saying? But hey, this clip is crazy, man. And you know what? Let's just play it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Hello, my people.
Hold on.
Yeah, put it on. Yeah, there you go.
All right, start over. Let's go.
Hello, my people. Hey.
Stop.
Baby girl, bug.
Hey, yo.
She said, hello, my people.
Hey. She be in Sunday church.
She is Sunday church. Hey, run it back real quick, man.
Hello, my people. Hey. Pastor proposes to a widow at her husband's funeral. I don't want to believe this. Abomination. What is happening to our churches? It is very obvious that this man has been going to this woman because before the husband died. Because you cannot tell me that the pastor couldn't wait for the man to be buried before he started doing his evil acts.
Boy, no way, boy.
What is happening? And people there will be thinking that the pastor is doing the woman a favor to even propose to her. Hey! So, this is what is happening to our churches today. Pastors have not really told us the truth behind what is happening in the churches today, because this is I don't want to believe that this is happening. So you could not wait for the mass burial to be done before the proposal. Is that so? Hey!
No.
I no one believe this one. I no one believe this one. Pastor. Onye tere mmiri nsọ. Hey! No. This is unbelievable. I don't want to believe it. If this is true, they should go and ask this man who died this man, because this pastor knows everything that happened to that man.
Hey, pause it.
Now,
Hey, listen. She going in, and she right.
Right. Yeah. Right.
She right. That husband, that pastor and that sister, they were already dealing with each other, man.
Right, man.
Ain't no doubt about it. They was already dealing with each other, man.
But his bed's still warm, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
It still smell like him. It ain't changed. The pillowcase good yet.
None of that.
They doing it beside the casket.
Right
there.
That's complete disrespect.
You've never seen in life. This is the first time I've ever even heard of this happening. Somebody proposed to the dead husband's wife at the funeral. like the body behind you, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Imagine what his people, his parents are saying. You know, why she's sitting there accepting that proposal.
And she did accept that thing too.
Because
Oh, she did?
She did.
Yeah, he putting the ring on her finger.
Yeah, gave him a hug and
no,
all.
we gonna watch it all. Y'all gotta bear through this one. Finish playing.
This is ridiculous.
Cause guess what? Hold on. This ain't far fetched.
Nah,
This is going on in the Christian. It's Christian pastors right now sleeping with the
Yep.
sister that's on the front row with that big ass hat on.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Straight up. This
And
is
that
what's going
tight
on.
dress.
And that tight dress right now. So you looking at it like, man, what is this? This is going on in your church today.
The one that brought him a plate.
Exactly. Play on.
So now him buy that husband because it is very obvious the pastor has been going to this woman Bekus. Hey, my people, what do you not think? What is this one turning into? What is our church turning into? What is this one turning into? This man needs to be questioned at all costs. Hey, no,
Hey,
I cannot believe
she's
this.
notorious with that.
There you go.
Hey,
Una don't see what I see. Make una share this video. Make una see what it. Hey, what do you guys think? Is this pastor safe? Are you sure this pastor is safe? Is this pastor not to be questioned? We need to arrest this man at all costs. Guys, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about this pastor? I don't think this pastor is innocent. How can you do this abominable act? Engaging a married woman, a widow, a widow, at her husband's funeral.
and I'm gonna tell you something. You can't absolve the woman either now.
No,
Right. We talking about the
Nah.
pastor.
Right.
You can't absolve the woman. She's complicit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She is all up. She knew this was gonna happen.
What's that little poison they be putting in people's food and they kill you
Rat
slow?
poison?
Oh,
Something like
no,
that.
rat poison.
She been cooking for this dude, killing this man.
Probably some fentanyl.
Freaking
Probably.
believable.
That fentanyl take you up
Fentanyl
out of here,
take you
boy.
right on up out.
Right on up out of here,
They gonna
boy.
take that insurance money,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
her and Pastor whatever gonna
Pork
go
chop.
to Cabo.
That's
Yeah.
the pork chop.
That's suspicious.
That sound bad.
How did he set that thing up?
You don't
You
find
don't find that
suspicious.
suspicious.
You gotta think like, how did this? We only see like him on one knee proposing, getting a hug.
Check.
Then they supposed to beat his tail right,
Right,
there on the spot.
right.
Hey,
He probably did a hell of a segue from the eulogy to getting on one knee. Like,
Yes,
Have to
his
do that.
lust was too strong.
inflamed.
She got that tight dress on. She a shapely sister. She ain't no damn twig. He couldn't wait. He couldn't wait till that man died.
Nah, hey,
Unbelievable.
I said, hey,
Damn.
they probably planned it. Play the rest of it. I want to see what happened.
To question this pastor. Guys, please, you guys should just. Oh, God, Jesus.
But that ain't far fetched. Hold
Nah.
on, let's get Jeremiah 23.
Dang. Wow, that's crazy.
That's some wicked stuff right there.
Jeremiah 23. Here, I'll start at verse 1.
To verse 1.
Let me see. Yeah.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, and verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors.
Because we watched this. It's a little comical. The sister, she doing a little comical thing, but this is going on in the Christian church in America today.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? This is definitely happening. Church is a big fashion show. The Christian church is a fashion show whorehouse. Right. That's all it is. You got pastors doing the same thing. Black pastors doing the same thing today. What they say? Read it again.
Woe be unto the pastors
Uh-huh.
that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord.
Read on.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord God of Israel.
Now that woe means destruction. Woe means destruction to these pastors. Verse 2 says what?
Therefore, thus saith the Lord God of Israel against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and have driven them away, have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith the Lord.
God said he's going to visit upon you, pastors, the evil of your doings. Because today it's all about money anyway. You know what I'm saying? Get the money, you know what I'm saying? Get Sister Betty, you know what I mean? Because hell, her husband, Deacon Rob, he ain't, he can't handle her anyway. So, she looking over, she looking up in the pulpit every week, winking her eyes. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going on. There's a lot of evil going on in these churches, man. But I'm going to show you what should have happened. Go ahead and play that next clip. This what should have happened at the wedding. Now, some of y'all too young. Y'all don't know. Y'all have never seen this movie.
Still wet.
I get
Still
it.
wet behind the
Still
ear.
wet behind the ear. Still got a little bit of Similac.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, we old school around here. You know what I mean? Play this clip right here. This is what should have happened. Now this gangster, old Big Red. Now he's something else. Come on.
from life's responsibilities. Jimmy Potter is a true example of what a man should be.
Yes.
He will be missed dearly. Now, we will have a few words from someone who is very close to Jimmy. Mr. Ernest Johnson.
Okay, this is the 5 heartbeats. Go, hey, skim through it just a little bit. Let me see where you at. Skim through it. All right, boom, right here. Hey, back. Yeah, right here. Mr. Red, Big Red, goddamn, Big Red. Go ahead, play. Big Red crying too, boy.
After he done hit him with a car.
Right, he done ran him over.
He done ran him over and hit him with a damn truck. A garbage truck. That's the wife. That's the wife of the deceased. That's this man that killed her husband.
Trying to make a pass at her too.
Right.
You have my deepest sympathy. I'm here. You shouldn't. Oh God, you shouldn't be alone. Maybe sometime. Fire!
Yo, man, crazy.
That's what should have happened.
Right. Hey, look at her look. Look how he looking.
Look at that lip hanging. Look at the lip hanging.
The tremble.
Good.
You disrespect my husband.
All right, you can draw that right there. Hey, draw that right there. But listen, man, that's a different. Even though this is a movie, that's how our sisters gotta think. You gonna come up in here and disrespect my dead husband who's in a casket behind you.
Yeah.
You gonna propose to me?
Yeah.
And what's crazy is he proposed and she says yes. That is
crazy.
That's the sign that look, they already been smashing,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, pastor been already. He done been up in that man bed plenty of time. The sheets ain't had to be changed for him because he's still up in the sheets too.
Right. Wearing his cologne.
Exactly.
Hey, what you was reading in Jeremiah, jump up to verse 14 and read that.
Hey, go ahead.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 23 and verse 14. I have seen also in the prophets of Jerusalem an horrible thing. They commit adultery.
The prophets commit adultery. They commit adultery. Pastors are sleeping with the people in the congregation. Married women. They doing this in these churches. And we see that in almost all the black churches. Read.
And walk in lies.
They do what?
Walk in lies.
And they constantly lying to the people. They robbing the people. They stealing the money, stealing the tithes. They committing adultery. They sleeping with daughters. Got all type of wickedness going on in the black churches. Read.
They strengthen also the hands of evildoers.
They do what?
Strengthen also the hands of evildoers.
They welcome the drug dealers. They welcome the gangbangers. They welcome the fornicators. They strengthen the hands of them because they never tell them to repent. Read.
That none doth return from his wickedness.
That's why our community stay the way it is. That's why when we see things like that, hey, the people, so they cheer that on. They cheered that woman on as she was getting proposed to.
Right.
You know, that's some evil wickedness, and nobody in there sees it.
Right.
He
Read
still
that.
got a church.
They are all unto me as Sodom, and the inhabitants thereof as Gomorrah.
That's how God look at our people right now today. That's fake wicked that deserves to be destroyed.
Right.
Like, you wonder how many people saw that and he's still standing in the pulpit teaching to them.
Right.
Like didn't nobody get up, walk out, didn't nobody get upset.
Nope.
Nothing. That's why when you said that strengthen the hands of the evildoers. Like y'all okayed the crap. It's still in that man going, hey, he shouldn't even have no congregation. Period.
They in there today.
Yeah,
Right now.
Powerful nigga
For the new first lady.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hey, jump up to verse 26.
Verse 26. How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets?
How long shall this be in the hearts of those that are supposed to be leaders of the community? Because the church essentially was set up to be a pillar in the community for people to have a safe haven, for people to come to and be able to get the word of God. But obviously that's not what it's set up for because they've never gotten it in truth. It's always been about deceit. From the time that they build these churches in our neighborhood, it's already a plan set up and devised. And then when they put these pastors in these positions, they go to the deepest, darkest place of evil to commit amongst a community, being that they've been set up by their oppressor.
Right.
Read that again.
How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies?
They prophesy lies. Everybody in there believe in Christmas. Everybody in there believe in Thanksgiving. Everybody in there believe in the 4th of July. They all believe in that. They believe in the pastor marrying a sister right at the funeral of her husband. Right. They ain't got no problem with that. Read on.
Yea, they are the prophets of the deceit of their own heart.
They are the prophets of the deceit of their own heart. Get Micah. Micah chapter 3, verse 11. Because we love going sitting up in these damn whorehouses, passing out damn money around in the collection plate. My uncle his name was Ulysses. That's his name. His name the pastor could count on my uncle Ulysses. He would give $150 to $200 every single week when the collection plate came around. To the point where we had seen it for years. For years growing up, we see my uncle put his money in the collection plate. You know, the collection plate come down. So me and my brother, we got slick. Shoot, uncle putting like $200 in that boy. You know, we start seeing people take change out. Yeah, I'm telling you how evil we was. We saw people putting their money in and taking the change out and putting. So we devised a good old plan. Hey, Unc don't need to be giving all that money to the church, bro.
Right.
We need to get some of that. So they would pass the collection plate around. He would put his $200 in every week faithfully. And then what's crazy is when he died, you know, all the money that he done spent and they gave the church, they didn't let him. He still had to buy a burial spot.
Hey.
And they didn't let him bury his wife there either. We had to buy a spot by him for his wife.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
I'm telling you, the church is evil.
Boy.
But me and my brother, when the collection plate would come through, they'll pass the collection plate around. Shoot, that joint get to me. I would fake like I put something in there and grab my uncle's bundle.
Sleight of hand.
Hey, take that joint right up out of there, boy. So I would do it one week. My brother would do it the next week. You know what I'm saying? You know, they passed it 2 times.
Yeah.
They pastor coming here
They
next
might
week.
do it 3.
Yeah. So when they pass it, we went in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Took that thing on $50, $60, $70 out of it. When it come back around again, we put that back in what's left back in there, keep about $60, $70. Sitting there looking like this right here.
Yep.
Yeah, we take the money out. We used to take the money from the church. Y'all was stealing in no damn way.
Yeah. Hey, your pastor coming to see you next week.
Right.
His name is Reverend Hampton. He retired now. Yeah. Hey, read that, because this is what they were doing. Micah 3 and 11.
The book of Micah, chapter 3 and verse 11. The heads thereof judge for reward.
They judge for a reward. I'm telling you, we got a piano player up here right now. They know. Not the piano player in here. We got a saxophone player right now. You know what I'm saying? He knows what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? When the pastor got to get paid, the piano person got to get paid. Hell, the usher at the door got to get paid. Everybody got to get paid.
They getting paid.
They getting paid, bro.
By doing the same thing that, what we did in the past life.
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
that sleight of hand get everybody.
Sleight of hand get everybody. Hey, read it again.
The heads thereof judge for reward.
They judge for reward. Come on.
And the priests thereof teach for hire.
They teach for hire. You know, Creflo Dollar, Gino, these pastors will not come and teach the Bible unless they get paid. Right. They have a high amount of fee that has to be paid for them to come to you want to, not even them. Let's just say, not even them. Reverend Hampton used to charge $500, $600, $1,500, $2,000 to come and do a sermon at your congregation, bro.
The AME church, I did come out of the AME church.
We know.
So we're gonna expose them today. It ain't gonna be about me. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna expose.
Hey,
but,
we need the violin. Somebody hit the violin.
Right. No, it ain't got nothing to do with me.
You say you came out of the what?
The AME church. So the worst of them all is the Baptist church. But the AME
Oh,
church.
wow.
Oh,
We
they
pick sides. Oh.
No,
Wow. Oh, wow. Wait a minute.
Right.
Wait a minute. So the AME is better than the Baptist church?
No, I said the worst of them all. With all because
So the AME is better. Is what you're saying?
all of them.
You said the AME
all
is
of them
better.
evil.
You said the AME is better.
Now I've seen. Come on now. Let me get to the story. Save me, brother. Save me. Save me.
You on your own.
Oh, dang. But anyway, so in the AME church, we used to have, well, you can look him up, Julius Harrison McAllister Sr. He just retired as a bishop.
Mm-hmm.
But while he was running for bishop, he
They
would
voted?
pay.
They voted?
Yeah, they go. I was going to get to that part. But they actually pay bishops to come to your flagship church to basically endorse. It's like a campaign, a literal campaign.
Right.
So when you get to the general conference where all the districts come together and they have to set out the votes, you know that there's money being passed around because you're going to these little rooms and they'll be kind of advocating for themselves to try to get that position. And under the table, along with their speech, well, we're going to make this donation to such and such and such and such. And then they'll sit back kind of, all right, yeah, you got our vote.
Yeah.
So I've seen
that?
these things.
You
I've
see
been
that?
there.
See
I've
that?
been there.
That's the AME church.
You see that?
Huh?
They're more organized.
That's the AME
The
church.
Baptist church is that down home gutter shit. They might get killed over some shit like that.
They don't give a damn. Hey, read that again.
Micah chapter 3 and verse 11. The heads thereof judge for reward, and the priests thereof teach for hire.
They teach for hire. Come on.
And the prophets thereof divine for money.
It's the Christian church because the word of God don't cost nothing.
Right.
The word of God, the only thing it costs is obedience.
Right, but then think about it though. They say they teach for hire, but are they teaching God's laws, order in marriage, and thing? They're not teaching this either. Get Sirach chapter 26. Sirach 26, verse 24, real quick. Because the sister's off as well. She's just as wicked, just as silly, right? And the fact that our husband is being buried and this is going on at the funeral, read that.
Sirach chapter 26, verse 24.
Go ahead.
A dishonest woman contemneth shame.
Now she's ashamed right now. Looking at her and her actions, that brings forth shame to herself, her family, and her dead husband and his family. Read.
But an honest woman will reverence her husband.
She's not showing any reverence to her husband by accepting a ring from the pastor of the church, right? But how's a woman supposed to conduct herself? Give me Judith real quick. Let me see an example of a widow and how she reverenced her husband. These things, you paying these pastors money to preach the gospel, and no gospel is coming out, no laws are coming out at all. Start at verse 1. Judith 8, verse 1.
This is the book of Judith, chapter 8 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
Now at that time, Judith heard thereof, which was the daughter of Merari, the son of Ox.
Jump to verse 2 now.
Verse 2. And Manasseh was her husband.
So she had a husband named Manasseh. Go ahead.
Of her tribe and kindred, who died in the barley harvest.
Her husband passed away, so she was a widow. Read.
For as he stood overseeing them that bound sheaves in the field, the heat came upon his head, and he fell on his bed, and died in the city of Bethulia.
Go ahead.
And they buried him with his fathers in the field between Dothaim and Balamo.
Go ahead. So he died and they buried him. Read on.
So Judith was a widow in her house 3 years and 4 months.
She was a widow in her house 3 years and 4 months. You shouldn't just be replacing your husband right away. Now they say let the young widows get married eventually because the church not going to take care of them because eventually they're going to lust and they're going to want to have a man in their life. But still, 3.5 years. Read on.
And she made her a tent up on top of her house and put on sackcloth upon the loins and wear her widow's apparel.
That's part of her reverencing her husband, paying homage to a man that provided for her food, water, clothing, a house to cover her shame. He provided those things, so she reverenced that man. Read on.
And she fasted all the days of her widowhood.
She fasted all the days of her widowhood instead of what days?
Save the eves of the Sabbath and the Sabbaths and the eves of the new moon and the new moons.
Go ahead.
And the feasts and solemn days of the house of Israel.
Read the last verse, verse 7.
She was also of a goodly countenance.
She was a beautiful woman. That sister there, I mean, they didn't see her face, but she had curves and things of that nature. She probably was desirable. Read.
And very beautiful to behold.
Go ahead.
And her husband Manasseh had left her gold.
He took care of her. And you reverence a man that takes care of you. That woman was taken care of. Now, for him to, I don't know what was going on with the pastor, but pastor must have been smashed.
He smashed.
Read on.
And silver and men servants and maid servants, and cattle and lands, and she remained upon them.
Right. So the bottom line is she was a woman. Her husband passed away, and she reverenced her husband. Deacon Asaph brought that out in class, talking about if I die, is my wife just going to go ahead and get remarried right away? He just brought that out because that's the type of women that's being bred in the Christian church. Silly, disgusting, dishonorable whores. It's just that's what it is. They're not learning anything by these wicked pastors. That's all I got.
Read the next verse. Read 8.
Verse 8. And there was none that gave her an ill word.
Go ahead.
For she feared God greatly.
So her reputation was a godly reputation.
Right.
This woman right here ruined her reputation right there on spot.
Facts.
Ruined that thing right there on spot. Like everybody said, man, she destroyed her own. Everybody, her family, her husband's family, all of that. Everybody's reputation just got jacked up because of her.
Right. She's a hoe.
She for the streets.
She for the streets. She been a hoe.
Right.
All right. Yes, all you got on that?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break, y'all. We'll be right back after these messages. Shalom.
This year will make 12 years where my son have been murdered, and I started a new life once his life was taken because I got to learn to live without him. We're going to keep raising hell till we get justice for you, baby.
Johnson! Hey, hey, Johnson! They forgot about you! They forgot about you! But they did not! But they did not! Expect to see God's crew! Expect to see God's crew! Big!
Our people is your people, Miss Johnson. We're your brothers. We're your family. So we're here. And like I said before, it just begins now.
If you were to die today, would your family prefer $100 donated to GoFundMe, a condolence card, flowers, a check that would take care of all their financial needs, or you're good because your job insurance is going to take care of everything? Now that I got your attention, my name is Angela, and I've been a licensed agent for 20 plus years. I also help with emergency funds, Roth traditional IRAs, 401k rollovers, mortgages, and more. Call me at 229-443-3203 and look below to see if I'm licensed in your state.
You can tell by my gait that I'm all in. You can tell by my faith that I'm all in. Front line with the truth, I'ma fall in. Even if I'm dead end, going all in. You can tell by the things I'm involved in. I can lose it all for my calling. If I die for the truth, it's a win-win. We're going to the end, going all in. Going all in. Going in, going all in. Going all in.
Where is he?
Lost sheep!
Lost sheep.
Get it!
The end goal is for us to be united as a nation. Come together, not as a community, but as a nation. We are more than a community. We are a nation. We are a kingdom of people, a nation in exile. We are a nation within a nation. We must come together. That's the prophecy. Matthew 15:24, Acts 9:30, Revelation chapter 7, Revelation chapter 14. We must gather ourselves together. Zephaniah 2:1, Ephesians 4:3. It's about the unity of the nation of Israel. The kingdom of heaven suffers violence. Who was suffering violence during the time of John the Baptist? The Israelites. The Israelites. So who is the kingdom of heaven making reference to? The Israelites. We're the kingdom of heaven.
With the growth that we had in these past 20 years, you would think it was year 100.
It's our first time at a national Passover coming from Japan.
It's a beautiful thing. You see our people gathering together in unity.
And I think the 20th anniversary also has to be amped up.
Starting next year, I want captains sent out to celebrate Passover in the various countries where we have established schools.
It's exciting. It's exciting to be here. We in Dallas.
We're here at the Passover 2023.
To me, he is the general in God's army in this time.
Did you see Bishop Nathaniel come in his entrance, man?
This man has been a father to me. He's been a brother to me.
This man is charged in the battle to rebuild his nation. He is the tip of the spear on the earth right now.
He never took his hands off the reins. This man looked death in the eyes and never lost hope in the one true God of the nation of Israel.
that we're adding to the show called the Heat Check. All right, this segment right here. Appreciate y'all. I tell y'all all right with me. This segment right here is going to be geared towards looking at some of what's going on in the world as far as war, pestilence, and things of that nature that's taking place, so that we are well prepared and aware of what's going on. Let's look at some of this content real quick that we got from Hezbollah that's going on in Israel.
Hezbollah's biggest goal is to win back the Golan Heights from Israel, which only the United States has ever recognized as belonging to Israel. The Golan Heights turned over from Syria to Israel during the closing stages of the Six-Day War in 1967. Syrian inhabitants fled the area during the war, and a new borderline was established where the region was now under Israeli military control. Israel believes that the Golan Heights is an extremely valuable stretch of land, as it separates the chaos unfolding with the civil war in Syria from the safer Israeli towns just on the other side. Hezbollah and the other Arab countries has never formally recognized this as Israeli land, and the Golan Heights could very soon become a new battleground between Hezbollah and the Israeli military. Hezbollah's
All right, you can stop right there. Hey, pull up that last screenshot that I posted about the 6-day war, because obviously it's not a whole lot of American news on what's going on in Israel right now, with Hezbollah and them still trying to take this particular territory, the Gaza Strip, from these crazy Muslims over there. But it's going to spin off, and it's all in the Lord's time. It's all going to spin off into a war, and eventually America is going to have to get involved, because they have always, as the clip just said, they've recognized it as Israeli territory. But Hezbollah don't recognize it as Israeli territory, and they're gonna fight. These folks are not soft like a lot of people may think they are. But in the Lord's time, as He's stirring the bowl up, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna see these things pop off. Let's read that real quick. Put that on the screen.
The Six-Day War of 1967 began when, in response to Arab neighbors' apparent mobilization for war, Israel attacked and destroyed Egypt's and Syria's air forces. Israel also defeated Jordanian attacks. The war ended with Israel in control of the Gaza Strip, the Sinai Peninsula, and the West Bank and Jerusalem.
Peninsula. I know you. I know peninsula. You know,
I'm a little country.
It's all good. We country around here. It's all good. But
Peninsula.
But and this is an article that you can go look up. Britannica. What's that thing called?
Encyclopedia.
Yeah, you can go read the full article there. But again, the United States have always seen this particular strip in this area as, Israeli territory. However, that's the reason all this bombing, all this chaos is going on over there right now. So in due time, we're going to see what takes place. So give me the next article or the next video clip. Of course, we know what's going to happen. The Lord is going to stir the pot, and everybody going to go to war. That's exactly what's going to happen. Not that one. Yeah, this one right here. Esau getting their behind whooped.
This morning, Turkey says 15 people have been detained after 2 U.S. Marines were physically assaulted in broad daylight. This morning, Turkey says 15 people have been detained after 2 U.S. Marines were physically assaulted in broad daylight while on a break during a scheduled port visit. The violent scene, caught on camera, shows several men holding the Marines, who were not in uniform, by force and placing a bag over one of their heads. At one point, one man, unable to break free, shouting for help. According to local officials, a group of 15 people, including 13 men and 2 women, attacked the service members who had been dressed in civilian clothes. The mob, part of a nationalist, anti-American youth group, were immediately apprehended. Officials say 5 other Marines were involved. The 2 Marines who were attacked are assigned to the 24th Expeditionary Unit on board the USS Wasp.
All praises. It's good to see Esau get their butt kicked all over the earth.
Right.
What you got?
They found out every ghetto ain't safe.
Oh, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Give me the next clip, please. So we see that these uprisings, these things are taking place all over the earth. And this is what the Bible prophesies is what's going to happen. But we have to be prepared in these last days. Go ahead and play this brother right here. I think he got his like a little channel trying to share it first. Keep us abreast of whatever information he got going on. But it looks like he's sitting in his car. He's created his own little style of reporting. So, press play.
The Pentagon is advising Washington to put the nuclear bombers back on alert status, which of course means DEFCON 2. DEFCON 2 means that you can mobilize the planes in minutes, and you would scramble the planes within minutes because that means that you have to be in that state of readiness posture, because the thinking is that it takes several hours, if not days, to prepare some of these planes for a nuclear war. And if nuclear war is imminent, and it could happen at any time, then one of the primary targets are going to be these bases where these bombers are kept. So you want to be able to get them off the tarmac as soon as possible. There are growing calls for the Pentagon to put a portion, just a portion, just a wee little bit, of its bomber fleet on nuclear alert. Apparently there were B-2 bombers doing practice bombing raids in Australia today, so that should make the Chinese feel great. The Chinese are doing landed invasion simulation exercises as well, just across from Taiwan. Go figure. Nuclear alert involves having bombers fueled up and ready to take off at a moment's notice to escape surprise attack. The practice, common during the Cold War, was suspended in 1991 after the breakup of the Soviet Union. So the thing.
So I played these 3 clips because, if you go to this brother's channel, right, you'll see that they consider themselves preppers. You know what I'm saying? Bishops, deacons, captains. They've been pushing this for a couple of years now to be prepared. So he has a channel called Preppers. Forget the name of it. It's another title for it. Canadian Preppers, I believe, is the name of it. But he has a lot of information on this channel dealing with what is going on with different wars, what's going on with how they're preparing, how he's preparing. And we need to be aware of these things so that we can be prepared. I know the brothers came here last week to do a prepping event to see how well they could navigate the land and live out of a bag. These are things that we need to be preparing for. We need to be DEFCON 2. We need to be prepared ourselves so that when these things take place, we're not scrambling and looking around like what has to happen in order for us to be safe, and how are we going to get to a location where the body is when these things come to pass, because these things will come to pass. Give me that in Matthew chapter 24. Start at verse 6.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
We see this taking place, and we've been seeing this take place for a while, but now we see this at a heightened degree. And a lot of times, our people, they go back to sleep all the time. When you're not in a state of readiness, you hear the information, you see the information, you go back to sleep. We got to stop seeing the alerts and seeing the signals and signs of what's going on in society, and then in the back of our minds thinking that, it left, it went away. Right. These things have not gone away. It's still here, and you need to be prepared. Read that again.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Now, this was written thousands of years ago. You shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And we've seen war after war after war. We've read about World War I, World War II, and now we should be preparing for World War III. This is how we're going to receive the salvation that's recorded in the Bible. We shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Come on.
See that ye be not troubled.
But during these times, we shouldn't be troubled, but we should be prepared, because we've been seeing what's going on. We see what's going on in Israel. We see what's going on in Turkey. We see what's going on all over the earth. Come on.
For all these things must come to pass.
These things must come to pass. Come on.
But the end is not yet.
But it's not the end yet, and it's going to get a lot worse. Read on.
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
We haven't seen that too much yet. We see Hezbollah and Israel going at it. We don't see Russia and China going at it, or the U.S. and China going at it as of yet. These things will happen. This is going to come to pass. Come on.
And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places.
It shall be pestilence. This is why we have to be prepared. And what? Pestilence and?
Diverse places.
No, read back up. There shall be famines. That's what I wanted. The famine part. We're in a famine right now, but it doesn't seem like it. Our people don't think we're in a famine.
Right, all that GMO food and stuff like
exactly. We're eating a lot of processed food right now. A lot of the foods that we eat, it ain't really food. It's a bunch of chemicals. That's why we're getting sick at a higher rate. That's why we're dying at a higher rate, because we're eating a bunch of GMO foods. We're not eating organic, natural foods. That stuff is garbage in the store. A lot of times you go in the store right now and you see on the shelf, if you go there this week, a particular item that you're looking for is missing, or it has 3-4 boxes on there. You looking behind the box like, damn, they're gonna put some more in here. You go back the next week, ain't nothing on the shelf.
Nope.
And it's missing for weeks and weeks at a time. That's because we're in a famine right now.
Right.
And we need to be preparing ourselves for this. Read that part again.
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
Come on.
And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places.
Read on.
All these are the beginning of sorrows.
Christ said, all of these are the beginnings of sorrows. Give me Matthew 26 and 41.
The book of Matthew, chapter 26, verse 41. Watch and pray.
If these are the beginnings of sorrows, Christ is telling us to watch and do what?
Pray.
Watch and pray. Come on.
That ye enter not into temptation.
Uh-huh.
The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak.
So there's a lot going on around us out here. Christ said, watch and pray, and that you may enter not into temptation. Don't get caught up in the idea that these things are gone. Like there's the war in Hezbollah and Israel, and damn Russia and Iran, Ukraine. Like that stuff is over with. That's what our people tend to do. We tend to forget that there's war brewing on the earth right now. And then we go back out living our daily lives, caught up in the same old crap we've been caught up in, and doing the things of this world, not staying focused on what is to come. Christ said, watch and pray. Give me Romans 13 and 11.
The book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11. And that, knowing the time.
The Bible says in that, knowing the time. A lot of us don't know the time. A lot of us are not aware of the time, even though we're looking at it directly in our face. Why do you think so many of us are hitting up pantries? We got to hit these food pantries once or twice a month now because of the famine, because of famine on the earth. Think about this. Out of all these damn McDonald's and Burger Kings and different restaurants that's serving the same beef.
Right.
Man, ain't nowhere in the world that you can have that many cows on the earth to do that, bro. Right. That is impossible, man.
Hey, and he said something heavy a while ago. I'm talking about that's why we have to have all these supplements now, because the foods that we eating doesn't have the natural nutritional value that it once had, because they're fake.
Right.
They're
Straight
not
up
real
fake.
food.
Oh, plug for the website. Go to MacAbeeandStrongPerformance.com and grab you some stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's a lot going on right now. And read that in Romans again.
Verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
It's high time for us to wake out of this sleeping, slumberous state that we've been in for over 500 years here. It's done. You can't continue to walk in that direction. Come on.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
These things are taking place on the earth because our salvation is nearer than we believe. If you believe the salvation of this book, if you believe the salvation of Christ, then you got to believe everything that's taking place on the earth too. Right. And you have to be prepared. Right. We got to prepare ourselves for that. So, quick little segment of the heat check, and we're going to get deeper and deeper into it as the show progresses, all right? So with that, where we at?
Nah, shoot. I was posted something. Go ahead, Austin.
in regards to prepping, we posted a video in the show run real quick of
Yes, sir.
our prepping team, how the Most High is putting the spirit on our people, on our men, to be prepared in these times, understanding prophecy.
Oh yeah. I just mentioned this. I didn't even see this. Yeah, bring it out.
Oh, you didn't see it? Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I was posted
Yeah, I
too.
saw
When
it
you
this
posted,
morning.
I said, shoot. I said, he already got it. All praise it. Make sure, you subscribe to this channel too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
It's good stuff on that channel.
I hear how my father gonna be here. These are those type of scenarios you want to be in. Test your equipment, test your skills, hone in and strengthen those weak points in order for you to get better and better and better in your prepping.
Oh, praise like that thing, man. Get him, man.
Hey, listen. That right there,
That is fire.
that's fire right there.
Yeah. Right.
Now see, that's how you come through in the clutch. You know what I'm saying? I like that right there. I didn't know that was there, Cat. I didn't know, Cat. If you see this, I didn't know that. That's some good stuff right there. You know what I'm saying? Being prepared and learning how to use your equipment. You know, some of us got a bunch of damn devices in the bag and don't know what to do with it.
Right. It's like
You know what I'm saying?
Tabernacles is preparing us every year. Slowly but surely, we're gaining more things, but we don't use that stuff. Stays in storage for a lot of us.
So yeah, definitely subscribe to that channel. Subscribe to the prepping team so that we can be prepared. We can learn. We see what's going on the earth. Let's not get caught slipping. Don't go back to sleep. All right. So with that, we're gonna end the show. We have our missing person segments coming up right after this. If you see any of these individuals, make sure that you contact your local authorities. All right. And if you want to support the radio show, make sure you see I hit the first. I hit it. I hit it right on time. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you donate right there. Right there. That QR code right there.
Right there.
If you want to help the radio show, you can see we got new segments. We getting a little bit better. You know what I'm saying?
That one's the Booster Club.
It's support.
Yeah, man.
Definitely support. the Booster Club.
Still.
Yeah,
Right,
Support
right.
the Booster Club. Right there. Okay? Support the Booster Club. Support the radio show. There's the email address right there. And there it is right there again. If you want to help us out, support the Final Trumpet Radio Show. Donate to our PayPal. That's iuic.columbia.israelunite.org. All right? Y'all brothers got anything else y'all want to bring out? Anything y'all got for the people?
No, sir. No, sir.
Hey, all praise to the Most High. It's been another show of the Final Trumpet Radio. Y'all stay tuned for the next episode. Stay in the spirit. Stay faithful. Stay fervent. Keep the commandments, sir. Shalom. Most High in Christ bless.
Shalom. Most High in Christ bless.
By the threads of chaos and despair, the Almighty has spoken. He calls his chosen, those who bear his divine might. and saviors.
We live in the book of the Acts. I carry my cross on my back. My home is so stuck in the trap. Going hard, ain't no time to relax. Keeping my mind on the throne. Applying the stuff I've been shown. Been patient through all of my woes. Been patient through all of my woes. And I'm out here painting this picture. It came from the scriptures. I'm changing my mind now. And I've been examples. I've seen some examples. So I think it's just about time now to break the old habits and clean off the addicts. And yes, we are changing our life now. And when life gives us lemons, we turn it to vengeance. The strong in the Lord and His might now.
All the tribulations, I just cannot stay the same. All the wisdom I've been given has been helping with the pain. And the people that I love, they think that I've gone insane. When it gets pretty and looking realistic, they pull up and smart they face, yeah. It's a love in my veins, yeah. I cannot stand the complaint, yeah. Put it easy, there's a change, yeah. Put it easy, there's a change, yeah. I'm running on the plane, yeah. So I'm just switching my names, yeah. Put it on my chain, ay. Just winning no way with me. Straight true to religion, it's only a few to stay true and some tripping. Danger if you got no clue when you slipping. It's time to renew and stop foolishly sinning, cause we the ones set apart from the beginning. All that is filled with the thing that's forbidden. Walking in life and not food with no vision. I'm moving like bugs to my mind, steady swimming.